Yes, hello? What are the symptoms of brain damage? Okay, yeah, I think this guy definitely has it then.
Well, well, well. Guess who's back? Yeah, I decided to come back because I saw that some people were having some trouble with this fight. And let's be honest, the easy mode for this fight is to use Renoa, Cloud of Darkness, and Camlinot. But I don't have COD's BT, so I'm not a fan of COD feet. Yeah. That being said, I decided to figure out how to do this fight and how to do it in a way where those death gaze, yeah, they're gonna swing and they're not gonna hurt me. And I know you guys are gonna ask, what calls and can we substitute the calls and why do you have two force chargers? I'll answer all of those things right now. I used 3 calls. I think there's a total of 4 calls you can use if you want to do this strategy. You're going to need Luna Freya for Tifa, and you can use either, I believe, Raijin. That's a possibility. I, however, used Rydia, LD call, and Setzer's Freeze. Yeah, them hitting you is as simple as freezing their Brave, so they do 0 damage. However, the reason I would suggest using Rydia over Raijin is because Rydia provides a buff to the party, it's framed, it doesn't go away, and that way you can have a ribbon strategy so that the bosses cannot debuff you with that nasty HP poison. So again, the reason that I decided to record this fight was to show you that here with this freeze debuff, they will have 0 Brave, and that freeze debuff will make it so that as they swing, they cannot hit you. They can't hurt you, and you'll be pretty much fine. And the reason that I have 2 force gauge chargers in this fight is because both Selfie and Charlotta are unique weapon types, and crevasse makes defo players do math, which I'm pretty sure none of us enjoy math. But the end goal is that we're going to actually use Tifa's FR twice. I know it sounds counterproductive, but this was the best way I could come up with to deal with it if I didn't have the ability to do follow-ups, and I wanted to get the best math out of it as humanly possible. Another fun fact is this also might happen to be my 4th time through this fight. Originally I did it with Ramza and Charlotta and Tifa, and while that worked out amazingly well and Ramza buffs the hell out of Tifa and she can do even more damage, we got the death gaze down even faster than normal. The problem was, not enough points. And I was short, so I had to come up with some points somewhere, so I did this. Also, since I have a minute, because it's going to take me a minute to go through Tifa's BT and everything else, I think I would enjoy taking a victory lap with Raw Life when 2 of us were the ones saying that crevasse is the best GL first content, because, well, this kind of proves how it is. You're sitting here and you're trying to figure out how to make this team work, how to make different teams work, how to make unique teams work with all of these restrictions. And Dare to Defy might have a slight restriction on your roster, but this makes you have to go through your roster in such finite and minute details to make sure that these teams can actually go together. That's one of the things that is extremely hard to try and undersell, especially with this kind of fight. Figuring out a different way to do this when I'm watching everyone else use Renoa, and rightfully so, I understand why. This is kind of the point of it all. Sitting here and going, okay, well, maybe I can't use that character, I can't use that specific team, and coming up with something that is completely different and completely off the walls to be able to do something absolutely ridiculous like this. let's be honest. How many people were sitting here going, let's figure out how to make it so that the death gaze cannot just simply smack the crap out of me. Everyone was sitting there thinking, oh, if I use the Raijin call, they can't hit me. Well, that doesn't stop their Brave gain and their Rip Plus attack, which rip to that attack because it's not working. Congrats, you guys suck. But I guess that's why I think crevasse is better. You're not just going to a different screen and redoing a fight you've already done once and doing it over again and acting like it's something that's challenging or new. You have to deal with codes. You have to deal with doing the right math and figuring out the right teams and all of that. So I dare say that this is the best content for original GL content. And I stand by it, and this is exactly why. Now, I want you guys to take notice because this is the moment where I had to stop and think for a second. Every time I had done this fight, when I came out of the BT mode, my summon wasn't up. I could have summoned. I could have used the Chuck staff, which would have probably brought them down to next to nothing, and then FR charged and finished this fight even quicker. But I did this but this was something that had happened the other 3 times that I did this fight, and I didn't want people going, Bard, I did the fight, and well, I came out and my summon wasn't up, and I got nuked. So this was the reason I did this. Notice they actually can hit you now because Ribbon Strat is now officially gone because some of their buffs fell off. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. To be fully honest, I'm pretty positive they can even have their FR go off and it will not kill you. But the thing about this is you're going to go back, you're going to charge your FR, you're going to go into your summon, and then you're just going to make sure that these things have no chance of coming back and doing anything because you've met all their thresholds now. This is easy street. They're pretty much done. And there's one last thing about this. If they happen to have the HP poison on them, which you'll notice, I think Charlotta might have it on her. Yes, she does. And Selfie has it on her, but she's going to charge the FR, so it's going to fall off of her. But you remember how we used that wonderful Noctis girlfriend call to get extra turns with Tifa to be able to set up her BT phase? Well, she has another call skill that does a massive heal. So right before you finish the boss off, just heal yourself up and you will be fine. This fight is now pretty much officially over. So if you guys did stick it out all the way to the end, thank you guys for watching this. I tried to put this out, in a quicker pace than I probably usually would or, have recently at all. Sorry, I kind of took some time off. I'm actually in the middle of working a double at work myself, and I literally recorded it, and I'm trying to do the commentary before anything else so that this can officially be done and over with. I thank you guys for sticking that out with me. Hopefully, if you have any issues, you can just refer to this. You can reach out. I obviously respond on Discord and Twitter and so on and so forth. So if you guys have any questions, that's how I did this fight. That's just another way of getting through this crevasse. I personally barely made it to the 425. I made it to 426. The other fight I did, which I'm not going to record, was Renoa, Galoof, and Garnet. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't think anybody's really going to record the Lufenia fights. So if you guys are curious, I posted a screenshot of the teams that I did on the Dystopia community page. So again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Oh, and lastly, the music in the background is Death from Above by a band called Thrice. Death for the death gaze, which is going to die very, very quickly. Shortly. Just be dead already. I don't think I want to try to end this video for like a 5th time, but yeah, and again, thanks to anyone who comes by and checks this out. I know I took a extended hiatus, kind of needed it, and it was really, really nice. So here's that last bit. We're going to throw that call up just to make sure that everyone is at full health. And then we're going to LD, and yeah, it will officially be done. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope maybe I'll do another Bard video. It's been quite a while, and Minwoo is going to be dropping probably next week. Definitely next week. So I'll see if I can get back to doing some Bard videos every once in a while. Yeah, take care.
God across the distance.